The number 8 moment of the 1985 Buffalo Bills, as voted on by the members of the Buffalo Bills History Club on Facebook, is the first win of the season. On October 20th, 1985, the 0-6 Buffalo Bills with new head coach Hank Bulla defeat Rod Dowhauer's 2-4 Indianapolis Colts. Actual video highlights of this game do exist as uploaded by Nitro Radio 99 on YouTube. The original highlights from WGRZ TV in Buffalo. However, I am not going to re-upload somebody else's video, so I'm going to do just the statistics for it, and I will provide a link in the description. In the first quarter, Greg Bell ran it in from 7 yards out. Scott Norwood's extra point put the Bills ahead 7-0. And then Raul Alegre hit a 41-yard field goal to cut the Bills' lead to 7-3. In the second quarter, Raul Alegre hit a 27-yard field goal, cut the Bills' lead to 7-6. And then Greg Bell scored his second touchdown of the day from 1 yard out. Scott Norwood's extra point gave the Bills a 14-6 lead at the half. In the third quarter, Raul Alegre ran it in from 38 yards, hit a 38-yard field goal to cut the Bills' lead to 14-9. And then in the fourth quarter, Pete Metzelaar scored his first NFL touchdown, a highlight we've already looked at, from Vince Ferragamo. Scott Norwood's extra point gave the Bills a 21-9 lead. The game was played outdoors on AstroTurf. It was 47 degrees. There was no favorite. Statistically, for the Colts, Mike Pagel threw for 78 yards, 2 interceptions. He was sacked twice. Randy McMillan ran for 46 yards, and the leading receiver was Matt Boza with 55 yards receiving. For the Bills, Vince Ferragamo threw for 85 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He was sacked 3 times. Greg Bell had 80 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, and 46-yard receiving to pace the Bills. On defense for the Colts, Anthony Young had an interception. Dwayne Bickett, Nesby Glasgow, and Chris Scott all had sacks. For the Bills, Martin Bayless had an interception. Rodney Bellinger had an interception for 41 yards. Sean McNanee had a sack, and Darryl Talley also had a sack. McNanee also recovered a blocked punt in the second half. Returning kicks and punts for the Colts, Anthony Young had 15 yards on 1 kick return, and Robbie Martin had 40 yards on 5 punt returns. For the Bills, Eric Richardson had 38 yards on 2 kick returns, and Don Wilson had 40 yards on 3 punt returns. And the Bills get their first win